So good morning to all. So today we'll discuss about the program to convert decimal number to binary number by using functions. Okay, first we will know how to convert decimal number to binary number. Then we easily write with the help of functions. Okay. Suppose if you're having one number, decimal number to binary number. If you're having number 7, what is the binary equivalent of 7? What is the binary equivalent of 7 is triple one. So what is your question is how to get triple one. So initially we are having 7. So then what we have to do is we have to divide with the 2. So then we will get 1. What is the remainder after performing 7 more 2 is 1. Then what is our new value will be 7 by 2. What is this value? 7 by 2 is equal to 3. Now what we'll do is we will take 3 as our new number. 3 mod 2. 3 mod 2 is equal to, so we know it is 1. So how to get our new number is 3 by 2. How to get our new number is 3 by 2, which is equal to 1. Okay, so our new number will be now it is 1. So again we have to perform same operation, that is 1 mod 2. 1 mod 2 is 1, and now we have to perform 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So suppose if you repeat this operation, that is 0 mod 2. What is 0 mod 2? 0 only. So repeat this operation 0 by 2. What is 0 by 2? 0 only. So that means, so there is no need of performing this operation 0 mod 2 and 0 by 2. So that's why where we will stop is, so until we receive our number is changed as 0, we'll stop it here. Okay. So let me take another example to better understand this one. So if you consider 13, or we'll take some other small example 11. So we'll perform same operation, that is 11 mod 2. What is 11 mod 2 is 1. Okay. So similarly we have to perform 11 by 2. 11 by 2 is equal to 5. So this will becomes our new number. 5 will becomes our new number. So we have to repeat the same operation, that is 5 mod 2 is equal to 1 again. To get our new number we have to do 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is equal to 3. 3 or 2? 2. Okay. Now again we perform the same operation, that is 2 mod 2 is equal to 0, and then what we have to do is, and then we have to perform 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So can I stop it here or can I continue? I have to continue. Why we have to continue is, here our new number is 1. When we have to stop is, whenever our new number
0.
is 0, then only we have to stop. So here what we have to do is we have to perform same operation, that is 1 mod 2 is equal to 0, and then 1 by 2 is equal to what is 1 by 1 mod 2? 1 mod 2 is 1. Suppose if I display these numbers as it is, what will happen is the numbers will be displayed like this: 1101. The numbers will be displayed like this: 1101. But actually our binary equivalent is not 1101. What is our binary equivalent is 1011. So but if I display like this, it will display 1101. So first what I will do is I will do that program up to now, and then we'll perform the modifications later. So as usual, we will start with hash include statement. Hash include eo.h void main. Okay, first I will read the number. So for that one, I will take one variable called n. and we have to find the remainder. For that one I'm taking remainder. Any variables will require, so we'll see if any variables will require, later we will add. So first we'll read the number. So that for that one I'm writing printf enter value and then scanf percentage d comma address of n. Up to this statement we all know how to read the value. Okay, now what we have to do is, we have, what is the last condition here? What is the last condition here? When we are stopping these cases, when we are stopping these cases, when we have stopped here is when n value is 0. When we have stopped here is n value is 0. That means we have to repeat our loop until n is greater than 0. మనకి n ఎప్పుడైతే 0 వచ్చిందో మనం వెంటనే స్టాప్ చేస్తున్నాం అమ్మా. అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి, ఎప్పుడు రిపీట్ చేయాలి లూప్ ని? n వాల్యూ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 అయితే రిపీట్ చేయాలి. సో దానికోసం నేను ఒక వైల్ లూప్ వాడుతున్నాను. వైల్ n గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 అయితే అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలంటే రిపీట్ చేయాలి. వైల్ n గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 అయితే రిపీట్ చేయాలి. సో ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, రిపీషన్ ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే, విల్ రైట్ దీస్ టూ స్టేట్మెంట్స్. ఫస్ట్ వీఆర్ ఫైండింగ్ ది రిమైండర్. హౌ టు ఫైండ్ ది రిమైండర్? Remainder is equal to n mod 2. Then what we have to do is, we have to find the new number, that is n is equal to n by 2. So these are the two statements I am writing. First one is n mod 2, second one is n by 2. Okay. So now what I will do is, I will display reminder. So for that one I am writing printf okay, for that one I am writing printf percentage d comma rem. Just we'll display this one. I will execute this one first. So enter n value. We'll verify whether we are getting correct answer or not. I will enter 11. So actually, what is the binary equivalent of 11 is 1011. But what we are getting here is, just we'll verify what we are getting here. We are getting 1101. It is not correct. The reverse of that one we have to get. Okay. So 1101. So that now what we have to do is, we have to reverse that number. We have to reverse that number. Okay. There are multiple options are there for reversing that number. Either we can take one array. Either we can take one array and display, store them bit by bit, and then we can reverse. That is one way. So first, first what I will do is, I will explain that array. I will explain that concept first. So I'm taking a of 4. Okay. So first, after finding the remainder, so instead of finding the remainder, what I will do is, I will write like this: a of I is equal to n mod 2, and then I plus plus. Initially, you can take one variable called I, which is equal to 0. So I will repeat the statements once again. I will repeat the statements once again. Just try to understand. Okay. So once again, I'm repeating the statements. First, we have to find the remainder. So how to get the remainder is, equal to n by n mod 2. Remainder is n mod 2. And how to get new number is, n is equal to Okay, so what is our value is n is equal to n by 2. So and then what we are doing is we are displaying the remainder here. So now what I'm doing is, instead of finding the remainder, I will store this value into an array. So I will store this one into an array where I is starting from 0. So after storing first digit in a of 0, next we have to store in a of 1. Next one we have to store in a of 2. So for that one I am writing, I plus plus. For that one I am writing I plus plus. Okay. Now, now, so first what I will do is I will display a of I values, and then we will reverse the values. Do this. Okay. So for that one I am writing so for that one I am writing for okay. Otherwise for j is equal to j is equal to I minus 1, j greater than or equal to 0, j minus minus will print this. So for j is, I will explain this logic once again. For j is equal to I minus 1, j greater than or equal to 0, j minus minus. First we have to declare j here. Okay, what I will do is I will display printf percentage d comma j of j. So first we'll see what is the output of this program. I will enter 11 here. So we are getting 1011. Okay. So what we are doing here is, just all of you listen carefully. What we are doing here is, after finding the remainder, I am storing into an array. So here I will explain here. So initially after storing a of 0, this remainder 1. So here I is equal to 0. Okay. So here after performing this one, I is equal to 1, or otherwise initially I is equal to 0. I is equal to 0 after performing this operation, and I plus plus I is 1. Here I is 2. Here I is equal to 3. Okay. Now our elements are present at 0 location, first location, and second location only. Third location is not there. So what we are doing here is, we are starting from one location before the I value. I is 3. So I'm starting from 2, 1, 0. I'm displaying. So that is the logic I'm following here. So that's why we are able to display 1011. So if you want anything instead of, if you want any number, you can find the any value. So can I take 23? So is it correct or not? 23 1 1 0 triple 1, is it correct or not? 2 power 0, 1 plus 2 plus 4, 4 plus 2 6, 7, 7 plus 16, 23. So this is one way of writing. This is very simplest way to write this uh, conversion. Very simplest way with the help of arrays. Okay. So next we'll write the logic. Suppose if I don't want to use arrays, otherwise first I will copy it. Okay, one main advantage with arrays is so we can do any type of conversion with the help of arrays. It will be very simplest one and easy to remember, and it will be applicable for all the cases. Okay. So suppose if I don't want to use arrays, without using arrays also we can do this one. Let me verify. We'll take another variable called some other variable called sum, which is equal to 0. So this is our previous program. So I'm removing this for loop. So now after finding reminder, what we have to do is if we find like this, that is మనకి ఎప్పుడైనా చూడండి అమ్మ లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ వచ్చింది ఏం చేయాలి అంటే కొంచెం ముందుకు జరపాలి ఒక రొటేషన్కి. అంటే 0 ఫస్ట్ పొజిషన్లో ఉన్నది 10th పొజిషన్లోకి, 10th పొజిషన్లో ఉన్నది 100th పొజిషన్లోకి, 100th పొజిషన్లో ఉన్నది 1000 పొజిషన్స్లోకి మూవ్ చేస్తూ ఉండాలి. సో అంటే ఏం చేయొచ్చు ఒకసారి చూడండి. సమ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు సమ్ ప్లస్ మూవ్ చేయాలంటే 10th పొజిషన్లోకి మూవ్ చేయాలి కదమ్మా. సో అంటే ఏం
I
చేద్దాము, చెప్పండి అమ్మా సంథింగ్ రిమైండర్ చూద్దాం, ఒక్కసారి వెరిఫై చేద్దాం వస్తుందో రావట్లేదో. పొజిషన్లోకి మూవ్ అవ్వాలి. ఇంటూ 10 ఉందమ్మా. ఊరికే జస్ట్ ఇలా రాసి చూద్దాం ఏమొస్తుందో. రిమైండర్ ఇంటూ 10 నుంచి రాసి చూద్దాం అసలు ఏమొస్తుందో చూద్దాం. ఒకవేళ ఎన్ని మోడిఫికేషన్స్ ఉంటే మళ్ళీ చేంజ్ చేద్దాం. printf sum is equal to percentage d backslash n comma sum. So we'll give very small value. Sum is equal to 20 we are getting. Okay. So this is not the correct way. So initially what we are doing is we are getting reminder 1 into 10. So this is not the way. So we cannot do like this. Reminder into 10 we cannot perform. Try to think how to perform this operation. So each and every time we have to plus reminder. Suppose if I write like this, reminder plus power of 10 comma I. మనము ఫస్ట్ 0 పొజిషన్ తర్వాత 10th పొజిషన్ అలా కదమ్మా. అంటే మనం I ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అయితే కనుక we'll take one variable here, I is equal to 0. And so we are getting 101, but actually our input value is 6, but we are getting 101. 10 power I. Okay, we'll take another example and we'll verify what is our answer so that we may get some idea what is the modification we have to do. Uh, we'll do 8. 8 means we're getting 1000. Actually, we are getting 1001. So I will execute it again so that to give some value 10 10 also we are getting 10001. So we'll give another value 13. 13 also we are getting 10001. So for each and every time we are getting 10001 only. When we are using 3-bit number, we are getting 101. When we are giving 4-bit number, we are getting 1001. Okay, so first we'll verify what we are doing here. Suppose if our number is 11, first we are performing 11 mod 2. 11 mod 2 is equal to 1. 11 mod 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so now in next one we get 5 mod 2. 5 mod 2 is equal to 5 mod 2 is also 1. Next one 2 mod 2. 2 mod 2 is equal to 0. Next one 1 mod 2 is equal to 1. To 1. So that means first we are getting this number. First we are getting 1. Actually we are getting this number 1101. So what we have to do is first this 1 has to be moved here. 0 will be added here. So after first step it has to be become 10. After second step it has to become 101. After next step it has to become 1011. So try to think of how to do this one. So initially reminder is 1, and then we are adding reminder. We cannot add reminder here. We have to add the reminder. Initially it is 1, then it has to become 10. First initial reminder is 1, and then we have to move it backside. Backside means 0 position to one's position to 10th position. 10th position. That means we have to be multiplied with 10 power 1. 10 power initially 10 power 0, 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 10 power 3. So this 10 powers is okay. 10 powers is okay. But along with that one, what we have to do, we have to, instead of adding directly reminder, reminder as to sum plus ఇలా రాస్తే చూద్దాం అన్న sum is equal to sum plus reminder into 10 power I. Okay. So we are getting our answer. So 23 is 10111. Okay. So see here, what I am doing here is So this step is very important. So here, if all of you see here, first uh, initially we'll get one as the reminder. One as the reminder. We are adding this reminder to sum. So now what is our sum is? Just I will write right here. What is our sum is? Sum is equal to 1 here. Otherwise I am taking yes. Okay, s is equal to 1 here. Now what we are doing here is 1 plus, that is previous sum, plus what is our new reminder? 0. Sum plus 0 into, initially it is in 1's position. Now we have to make it 10th position. So 0 into 10 power 1. 10 power 1 is equal to 10. So what is this value is 0 into 10 is 10. So it will become 1 only. Okay. So now here, what we are doing here is some previous sum is 1. 1 plus, now our reminder is 1. 1 into, previously it is 10 power 1. No, I plus plus means 10 power 2, that is 100. So what is this value? 100 plus 1 is equal to 101. 101. Now here what we are doing is our previous sum is 101 plus our new reminder is 1 into 1000. So previously it is 100, now it is 10, 10 cube is equal to 1000. So 1000 plus 101, what is that value? 1000 plus 101. 1000 plus 101 is nothing but
1101.
1101. So this is the value we are getting here. So this is another way. Uh, so actually speaking, this is very simple way. Simple way in the sense, number of variables or number of statements are less here. Okay. So if you want, you can write I plus plus here also. Instead of writing outside, directly in a single statement, you can write I plus plus here. Okay. But I prefer using arrays is very easy. Okay. Why? Because sometimes we may remember this one or we may not remember this one. Actually speaking, I did not remember this logic. Just now, I'm trying to develop this logic. Developing in the sense, మూవింగ్ ఆ సైడ్ మూవ్ అవడానికి ట్రై చేస్తున్నాను అనమాట, మల్టిపుల్ మోడిఫికేషన్స్ చేసి. అదే ఎరే అనుకోండి, ఆ ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు. డైరెక్ట్గా మనము ప్రతిదీ ఎరేలో స్టోర్ చేస్తాము, స్టోర్ చేస్తాక రివర్స్లో డిస్ప్లే చేస్తాము. వెరీ ఈజీ ఎరేస్తో అయితే. బట్ కొంచెం ఇది కాంప్లికేట్ అవుతుంది, బట్ జనరల్గా ఇదైనా యూస్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే. సో ఇది కూడా మీకు కాపీ చేస్తానమ్మా. బట్ జనరల్గా అయితే చాలా మంది ఎరేస్ ప్రిఫర్ చేస్తారమ్మా. ఎరేస్తో అయితే ఈజీ, మనకి చాలా ఈజీ అయిపోతుంది ఎరేస్తో. ఓకే, ఇది బైనరీ వాల్యూస్ కి కదా. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ ది సేమ్ థింగ్ ఫర్ octal value, converting binary value to, sorry, converting decimal value to octal value. If you want to convert the same thing into octal value, simple modification what we have to do is, instead of doing with mod 2, we have to perform the same operation with mod 8. We have to do same operation with mod 8. So can anyone tell me what is the octal equivalent of 55? Otherwise we'll take some 95. What is the octal equivalent of 95? Octal equivalent of 95. సో మనం ఏం చేస్తాం గుర్తుందా అమ్మా? ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఏం చేస్తాము? 95 mod 8. వాట్ ఈస్ ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ 95 mod 8? వాట్ ఈస్ ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ 95 mod 8? 8 10s are 80, 8 11s are 88. సో అంటే 11 టైమ్స్ పోతుంది కాబట్టి వాట్ ఈస్ ది రిమైండర్ ఈస్ 7. Similarly, what we have to do is you have to find 95 by 8. What is the value of 95 by 8? What is the value of 95 by 8? 95 by 8 is, it will 11 times. It will divide 11 times. 95 by 8 is 11. So now what is our new number is 11. So again we have to perform the same operation. That is 11 mod 8. What is 11 mod 8 value? 11 mod 8 is equal to 3. Okay, then what we have to do is you have to 11 by 8. What is 11 by 8? What is 11 by 8? How many times it will divide? It will divide only one time. So our new number is again 1. That is 1 mod 8. 1 mod 8 is equal to 1. It will divide 0 times by giving reminder as 1. So now we have to divide 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is equal to 0. So we have to stop it here. So now what is our value we have to get here is 137. So we will verify whether we are getting 137 or not. So simple modifications, what are the modifications I have done here is only I have done two modifications. Instead of dividing and modulus with 2, I am doing the same thing with 8. So let me verify whether we are getting correct answer or not. So we'll give the same number, whatever the number we have taken example. We're getting 137. Okay. This is very simple. So this is how we'll convert decimal number to octal number. So if you go for hexadecimal number, it will be somewhat complicated. Why? Because in hexadecimal numbers we are having like A, B, C, D, E, E, F is also there, I think. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So for that one, we have to verify different cases. If it is 0 to 9, we have to display directly number. Otherwise, if reminder is 10 or 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 or 15, then we have to display according to that one. Okay, so it is somewhat complicated. Okay, only 3 people are there. So I will stop it here. Tomorrow we'll discuss. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm having some work. So tomorrow I'm not going to take the class. On day after tomorrow will be. Okay. Actually, సో ప్లీజ్ అట్లీస్ట్ మీ ముగ్గురైనా రండి అమ్మా, ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు. ఓకే, మనం క్లాస్ నేనైతే క్లాస్ అయితే తీసుకుంటాను, ఒకళ్ళు ఉన్నా లేకపోయినా